This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
Said if you do an interview with somebody about go-go from DC, like you'll be talking to them for like ever about that one subject.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's your, on a serious note, as a serious songwriter, what's your thoughts on AI generated singer? Is it Zaynab Monet?
Yeah.
What do you think about her? Gotta have them split cheeks.
No, you do have to have them.
Gotta take it serious.
People done got me.
They did?
Yeah.
Talk to us about it.
Look, I won't say the names, but this is juicy.
Is it somebody in Atlanta? Because y'all know y'all be scamming out here in the A.
They do.
Yeah.
But
is it somebody out here?
When it came down to getting that paperwork done and the stuff, I was just working with them. And I was like, okay, let's get to the paperwork. They were like, yeah, we're going to get to this. Because at first they were doubting me because I'm a lady and I'm a songwriter. They was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about women songwriters. I say, I'm dope. Point blank, period. And once he heard what I needed to do, he was like, oh, yeah, you dope. You straight with me. Took that whole song, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's get to the paperwork. I got you. Get to the paperwork. I'm not hearing from him no more.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, it was
so how was the Grammys?
Girl, it was fun.
So congratulations on radio
Thank
in
you
DC.
so much.
Hitting them radio stations.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely. So I'm like really excited because last year I got a placement on the radio. Shout out to Nina and Joe from 96.3. They have their Nina and Joe afternoon show.
Okay.
And that's Howard University's historic radio. So it's really dope.
My cousin just graduated from Howard.
Yes, that's cool.
Yeah, she's still in DC. Everyone's talking about my new talk show, Live with Carisha. We shoot live on Thursdays in Atlanta. It's amazing. What are you waiting for? Tap in. So listen, happy 2026 and welcome back to the Live with Carisha show. Streaming exclusively on the Big Facts Network. It's a new year. This is my first interview of the year. Yes. This is exciting.
It's very exciting.
And I like that we have our white and black on.
Most definitely.
We got the Illuminati colors on.
Oh, coordination.
Yeah. So listen, y'all, back at home, welcome to the show, Whitney Sweetwine, singer, songwriter, rapper, and entrepreneur.
Yes.
That's a lot of hats.
That's a lot of hats.
Yeah. I want to start back home in D.C. Like, tell us about where you grew up.
Yeah, so I grew up in Southeast Washington, D.C. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Benning Road.
Benning who?
Benning Road.
What's that?
It's like a part of D.C. Like, I don't really claim a hood or anything like that. But, you know, I'm definitely not. But I'm definitely a Southeast girly. So that's like, to me, that's the best place to be from. All the pretty girls live in Southeast. So.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. What was it like growing up?
It was fun. I think you know, like any middle class like family, like you got your struggles. Like my mom was a single parent. It was 3 of us. I'm the oldest of 3.
Okay.
And my mom did the damn thing. So, you know, she is a very hard worker to this day, and she was back then. She made sure that we didn't really want for anything. Granted, the fact that she was a single parent, but that's
shout out to your mom.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Like she made sure that I was on point. Went to school, went to college. She made everything happen, and then I got a lot of support with my family, grandma, uncles. Like, we was locked in. So I think that I had a really good childhood, despite the fact that we had some struggles like other families do. Mm-hmm. We still grew up in a good environment.
Are they brothers and sisters, or brother, sister?
So brother, sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they support your music?
They sure do.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they in the industry too, or?
So my brother, he's more in the fashion industry and going into dentistry, and my sister, she's a esthetician. She's also a makeup artist as well, and she's a hell of a dancer, like a ballet, classical. She's trained, so they both got a lot of cool hats going on too. So I'm really close to my siblings, and they definitely support my music. They actually down here right now because they live here, which is great. But they've always supported me. So
that's cool. Okay, so your brother's a dentist. Oh, he getting to the
bag. He working on it.
Oh, he's working on it.
Yeah, he getting there. Like,
that's a good field to go into.
Yes, shout out to my brother.
Yeah. So how did the city's music culture influence your sound? Because I know DC is like famous for, is it bounce?
It's go-go, so we got bounce beats, so that's like NOLA, but it's different. Like NOLA has bounce beats, but we got bounce beats and go-go, and it's more so what makes it different is that we use timbales, congos, bongos, cowbells. Those are like the signature thing, claps and shots. That's what we call them. That's a signature sound that you can only get in the DC. So when we play go-go, you'll know it because it's like something we call a pocket and a socket. It's like a real groovy, jammy type of beat. And
pocket in the socket.
Yes, it's a lot. Girl, we got to go to go-go school because this whole podcast will be taken up by go-go.
I know. I hear it's a big thing.
It's a big thing.
I did my research and and that's crazy you said that because I was doing my research and they said if you do an interview with somebody about go-go from DC, like you'll be talking to them for like forever about that one subject.
Yes, ma'am.
So who originated the go-go music?
So Godfather of go-go is Chuck Brown in DC, so but we have so many different people that have built up the go-go industry. We have a thing where everybody has a band. We got the Bounce Beats, we got the OGs with the sockets and pockets, but Chuck Brown is the Godfather. So
is he still around?
He's passed on, but
may he rest in peace.
Yes, but legacy is crazy. Okay, like he will forever.
So
be.
what artist is like doing the go-go thing right now from DC?
So it's a lot. It's actually our go-go culture is made up of bands. So we got one of our biggest bands is like Backyard with Big G from. You ever watch The Wire?
No.
Okay,
but I know of The Wire.
Yeah, so he's one of the main characters, and he's the lead mic. So we have a thing with our bands. They have lead mics, and they become like our local celebrities for real. So he's one of those.
That.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So why haven't you? I haven't seen any go-go music from you, or have I? Not another love song. Is that go-go?
So I'm also in a go-go band too. So shout out to my band Ambition.
Shout out to her band.
My guys. So we have covered some of my songs. We actually recorded some the other day. Not Another Love Song is one of those as well. But
I love that song. That's a really good song.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you did that one.
I appreciate that. That's like one of my favorite songs.
It's
too.
a hit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, Ambition is we're like a hybrid band, so we do sockets and pockets, but also the bounce for the younger crowd, and we kind of like cover some other things. So it's really fun, and I really enjoy go-go, but go-go kicks my behind. Like,
why?
Because it's hard. And let me explain why without going too deep because we'll be here all day. But go-go is different because the volumes at which the musicians play is very, very loud. And like, because you got to have that feeling, it's like almost the feeling of like African, like the Congos.
It's like the motherland.
Yeah, but it's no volume control. So you got to be able to sing over that music or sing through it. So like, it's not necessarily about the skill set of the singing. It's more so about the feeling. And that's what people gravitate towards. So when you sing it, you might not be able to hear yourself. And that's a normal thing in go-go.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
Thank you for that history fact of the day. That's my DC 101 news. Like, we like that.
Yeah,
so
but it's fun.
I read that you started writing music at 5 years old.
I did.
And then I read that it was like repetitive. The cat, the hat.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
It was not good.
But still, at 5, to write, like, how?
Because I think when
So you was reading and writing at 5?
I was.
Ooh.
And my mom was really like a stickler for that. Like she tells me the story all the time. When she was pregnant with me, all she did was read books. So when I came out, naturally, when I got to pre-K, and I remember my teacher, my kindergarten teacher and my pre-K teacher, because you think people, like, when kids are 5 years old, they're sponges. Yes. And I was definitely a sponge. And even though I didn't know too much, I was still, like, smart. So my teacher would make me do like the flashcards, and she would make me do Hooked on Phonics,
right?
And really force me to read all the time. And that's what kind of like triggered me to want to write things. I always had composition books in my closet, like always full of books, me writing, me making songs and stuff like that. I ain't gonna say I was good, but I did start, and that's not a lie. So yeah, but as I got older, it started to develop into something I really was passionate about.
That's amazing. So how do you think your life would have, because like you said something very important, that children are like a sponge.
Yes.
How do you think you would have turned out had your mother did imprint on you at such an early age and read to you while you were still like in the womb? She could have been smoking weed and drinking 40s.
She could have.
And you would have came out much different.
Uh-huh. You right about that. Yeah. I'm glad that she didn't do that, because we wouldn't be sitting here right now. I don't think. Maybe in a different capacity, but yeah.
Do you think you still would have been as musically inclined if she wasn't reading to you?
You know what? I think because of the person that she is, yes, because she always wanted like me and my siblings to be very well-rounded and knowledgeable. And even by the schools that she chose for us, I ended up going to international baccalaureate school. Like, that's like, even though it's a public school, it's on the level of like getting you prepared for college. And it was a really hard school. And I was like, once I got prepared from there, I ended up going to Howard University. And I was like, okay, this is a walk in the park. But high school was hard.
Yes.
It was hard as hell.
It was. High school was hard for me.
Yeah.
But college was so much easier. I think, you know what? I really think I was dumb in high school. And then my intelligence came in college. Because I don't know. I was like a DC student in high school.
Yeah.
Maybe because I wasn't applying myself. I didn't apply myself, and I just wasn't interested in going. Honestly, I didn't even go in front. I could care less about going to high school. But when I got to college, A's and B's.
You know what I think it is?
Never
too?
got a C.
No.
Always A's and B's. Maybe if I didn't study on one test, I might got a C. But I was an A/B student in college.
But C students, like, they are extremely smart too. I think
Absolutely.
the letters and all of that stuff don't matter. I think it's just like every person learns differently.
Yeah.
And sometimes people have to figure out what they're passionate about so they can actually be interested in what they're doing. Like I got bad grades in biology. That doesn't mean that I wasn't smart. That just wasn't something I was interested in.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn it, but it was really hard. Math, like I can count my money. I can count that money.
Okay. Right.
But
I always passed gym.
Hello?
Easy A.
Exactly.
And I showed up to lunch. If y'all would have gave us a grade for lunch, I would have got straight A's in lunch.
Straight A's. Hello?
I always make sure I got my little food.
Clock it.
Child, that little slice of pizza, my little box milk. Or sometimes I would get the hot dog with the French fries, or sometimes I would get the Caesar salad. It's crazy.
You had a Caesar salad?
Yes, girl.
I didn't have that.
I grew up in the suburbs.
I know that's right.
I was in Jersey.
Excuse
We had
me.
whatever we wanted. We had a buffet line. You hear me? We had a deli that could make your sandwich however you want. You pick your lunch meat, your toppings.
What?
White bread, wheat bread, hoagie roll, Kaiser roll, ciabatta.
You telling me I went to the wrong school?
Yes,
all my life? Got
they did
you.
us real good in the suburbs. They did us real good in the suburbs.
I love that for you.
Thank you. I definitely enjoy my lunches.
Look, I love that.
So,
Yeah.
You're known as Songwriter Bae.
Yeah.
We like that.
Thank you.
How did we get that name?
It was just something random for me to come up with because I started getting into producing, and also I wanted to separate myself from singer Whitney and songwriter Whitney because there was two different things. Like for me, like I had my songwriting business also. So whether it's like the creative direction or everything, that's Songwriter Bae. Like I'm working on some other stuff and it has nothing to do with the singing aspect. So it was just a separation, especially when I'm learning how to make beats and produce and all of that stuff. So
what would you say is the hardest challenge with writing a song?
Well, writing a song, I think once you get writer's block sometimes, like staying inspired can be hard. Mm-hmm. So I have to decompress and unplug from things so I can get creative again. So it's kind of like recharging myself. I can't overload myself with too much stuff. I got to go do something random that has nothing to do with music.
To bring you back to writing? That's when I get writer's block, because I write, so sometimes I gotta decharge.
So I know you understand that.
Yeah, I definitely understand. I understand. So on a serious note, as a serious songwriter, what's your thoughts on AI generated singer? Is it Zania Monet?
Yeah.
What do you think about her?
So I did watch
and Nikki is her creator. Nikki is the creator. So actually it's Nikki, the artist.
It's Nikki writing.
Because Miss Monet is not real. So what's your thoughts on
So I'm 50-50 with it. I think that AI is a new form of technology that we can leverage to help us become better songwriters and creators because it can actually inspire us to do something different if you use it the right way. But I don't think that it should take the place of the hard work that songwriters have done. It's kind of like getting an honorary degree to me. Like when you go through all of these things in college and then somebody walk in, not to say I'm hating on them, but they walk in and get that honorary degree. You're like, I went to school for 4 years to get this.
I don't agree with honorary degrees.
Not really.
And I listen, I respect all the celebrities, but don't use your celebrity to get a degree. Because there are people that really put the time in, the work in. Mothers, fathers, people battling motherhood and jobs to go to school and get their life in order. And just because you have your little got your fancy degree, your fancy millionaire.
You think you know everything.
You're going to just go buy your degree and rush past the people that was out in these trenches doing their internships. No, I don't.
And people put their money in it.
Yeah.
Like the biggest thing
So wait, do the celebrities pay for them honorary degrees? Like,
no, I think it's just more of like a thing of, okay, I have the credentials from lived experience, which is okay too.
That is okay.
But lived experience versus like staying up every single night to pass a certain class, putting that money into it, that time, sacrificing your daily life, your family, your job. it's a little bit different.
I agree.
And I feel like to go back to what you said about AI, it shouldn't change. It shouldn't take the place of the human connection. I feel like we like our artists because of the human connection that we have to them. And I can't really relate to I can relate to the words because Nicki wrote the hell out of those songs. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but
I think the songs are a little flat.
Yeah,
they lack emotion.
They lack emotion.
I can just tell it's not a real person.
Because the person that's singing it, that could be used for a demo. Like if you are a songwriter,
oh yeah, like if she sung this song,
she could have gave it. Yeah.
Well, I
I
will say that history was made.
Yeah, it
because
was.
Kehlani was the first singer to actually beef with an AI artist.
You know what?
That's historical.
Hello?
That's historical.
That is very historical.
How do you beef with an AI artist? And then, how did this AI artist beef with Kehlani? I thought that was just so funny to me.
I think it's crazy.
It's one thing you got to beef with your peers, but to try to have smoke with something that's not real, oh God.
Look, I be in ChatGPT coming up with the the comebacks because I'm like, what I won't do is go back and forth with you.
Right,
okay?
That's crazy. So let's talk about, have you done any songwriter camps?
So no, I'm actually going to work on doing one it'll be coming up in this spring. Okay. And it'll actually be here.
In Atlanta?
Yeah.
Which one are you doing here?
That's what I need to I need to go back and look at that name, but I'm definitely gonna give it to you. But it's I forgot the name of it, but I'm definitely gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be your first camp?
This will be my first camp.
Okay. So are you familiar with how they go? So with a camp, do all the songwriters get the credit on the song? And how's that work? Y'all all just go into a room and write one song together?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I think to my knowledge, split sheets are a big thing. So when you do work on something, it's always important to have the credits towards everybody who worked on a song. Mm-hmm. And that's when it gets kind of split up into different things. Like you got the producer, you got the songwriters, you got the engineer, you got everybody that worked on the song. So you definitely got to have that piece intact. But as far as the songwriting camps, I don't know how that goes. If they're just doing a ghostwriting work for hire type of situation,
right? Or
they're literally saying, hey, we're going to collab on this and actually do the splits and the credits.
Right.
So, yeah.
Gotta have them split sheets.
No, you do have to have them.
Gotta take it serious.
People done got me.
They did?
Yeah.
Talk to us about it.
Look, I won't say the names, but this is just.
Is it somebody in Atlanta? Because I know y'all be scamming out here in the A.
They do.
Yeah. But is it somebody out here?
No, it was somebody from closer to my hometown. Oh. They actually are a celebrity.
Really?
They pretty much probably like a B-list, but I ain't.
Ooh, so still no. I don't know anybody in DC besides you.
Yeah, so this will be more, they're from Maryland.
Oh, I don't know Maryland.
Yeah,
I know Snoop from The Wire.
Yeah, Snoop is, I like Snoop.
Yeah, me too.
Snoop is dope.
Snoop is dope.
Yeah.
That's about the only.
I'm going to have to get you hip.
I got to come out there and make my little way.
You got to come out there and make your way. But yeah, long story short with that, I worked with an artist that was really, really popular and based off of the strength of somebody else. And when it came down to getting that paperwork done and the stuff, I was just working with them. And I was like, okay, let's get to the paperwork. They're like, yeah, we're going to get to this. Because at first they were doubting me because I'm a lady and I'm a songwriter. They was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about women songwriters. I said, I'm dope. Point blank, period. And once he heard what I needed to do, he was like, oh, yeah, you dope. You straight with me. Took that whole song. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's get to the paperwork. I got you. Get to the paperwork. I'm not hearing from him no more.
What?
We already recorded the song, and I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm working off the strength of somebody that I know that knows this person that has never moved like that with them. Mm-hmm. Maybe because it's a guy. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It was two guys. So I'm just like, okay, I'm hitting this person up. They're not responsive. They're not saying anything. Next thing I know, the song is out on iTunes.
Your song?
The song that I wrote for them.
Lord Jesus.
Yep, and they collected the coin.
And you're not going to put a name on it?
Nope. Because I'm not giving nobody that much attention. But what I will do is bring light to why artists, especially female artists, need to be good about their business. Music is 90% business, and the other 10% is making sure that that's the music part, but the 90% is the business.
Right.
You got to know your stuff, and you can't always people will say oh, you're mean because you're in the industry You have to be. You have to.
Be mean. Put your foot down. Yeah, they'll walk all over you.
Exactly. And it means being direct you a boss. So it's just more so
Thank you.
Of course, I recognize, I see. So it's when you have that paperwork, you got to protect yourself because what they going to do is take your stuff and it's nothing you can do about it. So I have to sit back and watch that, but it was a learning lesson for me.
Right.
I don't trust nobody. I can be nice, I mean, I can be polite, but I'm never too nice.
Right.
So,
yeah.
He
and I keep my circle very small.
Girl, yes. Mm-hmm. He collected that coin off of me, and that was the last one that he'll ever get in his life.
But you know what? Karma be making her way, child. She makes her way.
She's a what? B-I-T-C-H. Clock it.
Take control of your money and time. Web Community Financial Services helps you win with taxes, business setup, financial coaching, advances up to $8,000. Visit WCFS.pro, built to help you level up.
She'll come up there. I want to dive into the Hilton competition with your job. The Rockstar competition.
Yes. That's a throwback right there.
I be doing my research.
And
I was like, what? Okay, this is a good story. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so back in the day, which was probably like 7 years ago, I think now I can remember because that was like 2018, I worked at a Hilton hotel that was close to like Baltimore.
Okay.
Somewhere around the area. I know y'all
like by the waterfront?
So that's a little bit, that's like more towards the city, but this is more county.
Okay.
Baltimore, so they got like a county area that's like by the airport.
Right.
Like Linthicum Heights, y'all probably will never know where that is, but that's where the airport is, one of the airports.
Okay.
So I worked at this Hilton property. I was only making like $12 an hour, girl. But
that's way back in the day, child.
Oh, that's way back in the day. But humble beginnings, honey.
Yes.
So look, I had a second job, and I started working at a dental office too. But we'll talk about that later. I was getting that money.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm. But while I was there, they had said that they were having a competition, a worldwide competition with all of the Hilton hotels, right? Mm. And all of the employees would be able to enter, and you say why you're a rock star. And I was like, okay, this is really creative stuff. Like you can make a music video, you can come up with a song, you can do whatever you want. Just show how you're a rock star, and it's a worldwide competition. So we're competing with local hotels, but also around the world. Mm. So I get there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I link with just a producer that's basically my ex and stuff like that.
I know that's right.
Yeah, we worked together back in there. I won't be shady and not say, but he was definitely a big part of that. Mm-hmm. We collaborated on him shooting the video. I wrote the song. He had a friend come up with the beat, and I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's do it. So I'm scared, and I'm like, God, if this is what you really want me to do, can you please show me like this is what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yes.
I don't know. I took a risk. I shot the video, and I shot it at work. While I was at work, I told all of my coworkers, I told my boss and everything, I said, look, I'm about to do this competition. I want y'all to be in it. I got my ex-boyfriend come, at the time he was my boyfriend, but I had him come up there, shoot everything. I wrote the treatment. We worked together, and then we submitted. And then a few days, I guess like a month later, they called me in for an interview because they wanted to get to know me a little bit more than worldwide people.
Right.
And they like, okay, so this is a really great video. So they posted it on the Hilton website.
Nice.
And then everybody's competing and they're looking at the videos. It wasn't like a way that you can vote, but later on they told me that I was a finalist, and then I ended up winning that competition. It was me and 3 other people, and I was the only woman from the area. So this is like worldwide. So they sent me to, at that time, the Grammys was in New York for the first time.
Oh.
And they paid for me to go to the Grammys.
That's amazing.
Yes, girl. They paid for everything. When I tell you I didn't spend a dime, limo, hotel, tickets to the Grammys.
Did you get a +1?
I got a +1.
I know that. Who'd you take?
I bought the boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend at the time. So,
I had to ask.
I was like, everybody was like, can you take me? Can you take me? I did take him.
Right.
And, rightfully so. He put the work into it.
Yeah.
So it was, that was back then.
Right.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was
so
cool.
how was the Grammys?
Girl, it was fun. I was like, oh my gosh.
2018. What year was that?
I know, right? It was
I'm
like,
trying to think.
it
What was
a
the
little bit
pivotal
of a blur.
moment from the 2018 Grammys? I know it was something dope. Did Beyonce perform that year?
I ain't see her perform that year.
Okay.
But she was there.
Okay, I wonder who performed. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I'm gonna have to do my research.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I was definitely sitting not too far.
I would have walked up on her.
Girl.
I would have walked. B.
Help your sister out.
Hey, girl. Hey.
She looked amazing. And I was just like, I can see her. And I'm just like, I'm so close.
Right.
I'm so close. Like, my heart was just like so full because I'm such a huge fan. Like,
yes.
I was like, oh my gosh, God, thank you so much. This is like amazing. So I ended up meeting, I think, Lil Uzi. I met Gold Link at the time.
We love Lil Uzi.
Yeah, we love Lil Uzi. Uzi's cool.
Yes.
That year he was a little bit. He wasn't. I love Uzi, but he wasn't nice that year.
Really?
But I'm not going to try to say nothing.
Maybe
bad
it was
about
JT.
Him. They wasn't together at that time.
For real?
He was with somebody else.
I was fishing.
No, for real. But he I don't know, maybe he was just not having a good day. But I mean, people are human, so hey, I still listen to Uzi music. I bang with Uzi. He's definitely somebody that's on my playlist.
Yeah,
but I met Gold Link. They're from my area, so they from Maryland, DMV area. That was pretty dope. And I had on a really nice, expensive little gown.
Did they pay for your outfit?
They didn't pay for my outfit, but they paid for everything else. I didn't spend any money.
Okay, so
nothing.
I know you. Did you get pictures on the carpet?
I got pictures on the carpet.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So how did this moment feel as an artist to attend the Grammys? What was going through your head?
It fueled me. It made me feel okay, I asked the gospel, and he was like, yeah, this is for you. And ever since then, I've never doubted myself as far as pushing myself to do something that I'm scared of. Mm-hmm. Whether it comes to songwriting or music, I always try. And I have so many triumph stories about when I'm thinking too hard and I'm God paved the way for me because I know this is something I really want to do. And as I get older, I'm trying to get out that way of comparing myself or where I am in my journey with the timing.
Right.
It's perfect timing.
Yeah.
So I'm just whatever it is I got to do. Lucky day, he was 33 or something like that when he made it. And you got 2 Chainz was 40.
Yeah, a lot of people have late starts.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford was in his 40s when he popped.
Girl.
Yeah, we don't look at age.
We don't look at age. No
Age
time constraints.
We need to stop that, especially in our community, the way we down in our black stars and saying they're old now. Even the hate that Beyonce is getting because they're saying that Beyonce is too old. What do y'all want her to do?
Right.
I'm confused. What do you want her to do? What do you honestly want her to do? I be wondering at home, what y'all want her to stop?
No.
Are we supposed to stop because we get older? Is there an age limit for R&B singers? Let's get that out the way first. Are R&B singers only supposed to be in their 20s?
Right.
Because in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, if you still, Charlie Murphy, Patti LaBelle. Tina Turner went into her old age. Aretha Franklin went into her oldest of ages. What? At the end of the day, we gotta stop hating in our community.
We gotta stop. It's not even
bad epidemic, child. I'm gonna pray for the black people.
No, we got to.
We got to.
Yeah, your dreams have no expiration date.
No, and then I see these rock bands, these white rock bands that are going into their 60s and their 70s, Green Day and
and I love me some Green Day now.
Yes. Yeah, bands go and they go and they go and they go.
They go till they can't go no more.
No one is dragging them down because they're older. Music is no age.
Nope. And we had U2 on iTunes putting their album.
I love Bono. Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to Bono.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
We gotta knock it off pretty soon. And Godfrey said to the community, y'all gonna be saying that about Chris Brown pretty soon. And Usher, when they get older, knock it off.
They gotta knock it off.
We got to. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But back to you, Queen. So congratulations on radio.
Thank you
DC.
so much.
Hitting them radio stations.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely. So I'm really excited because last year I got a placement on the radio. Shout out to Nina and Joe from 96.3. They have their Nina and Joe afternoon show.
Okay.
And that's Howard University's historic radio. So it's really
My
dope.
cousin just graduated from Howard.
Yes, that's my school.
Yes, she's still in DC. Girl,
I love
she
that.
graduated and did not come back to Philly. They're going and got her a job, got her a new apartment.
It'll do it for you.
Shout out to my cousin Siani.
Shout out, cousin.
She just graduated Howard, and now she's a DJ. She was DJing at Howard around the campus.
Ooh.
And did not come back to Philly. She's still there and thriving, making good money.
I think
she graduated her degree in not physical therapy. Something like that. I forget. Something of the health field, but she's doing her thing.
I love that for her.
And she says it's beautiful up there.
It's beautiful.
She done sent me pictures of her little apartment the other day, and I won't even say, look, it was a nice apartment. Yeah, she's
doing it big, man.
She's doing real good.
Because DC is high.
Really?
It's expensive.
She making it work though.
Look,
every time I see her, she on TikTok living her best life.
I know that's right. I love that for her.
But she got her degree, so she made good money.
Absolutely. Yep, especially you coming from Howard. They look at that.
For real?
Oh, yes.
Shout out to the Howard girls.
Did
you go to Howard?
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What did you major in?
So at first it was public relations and journalism, and then it turned into strategic communications. So
wow. Still around the same.
Yeah, comms girly.
What you doing with that degree?
So right now, I actually work in the government. I'm a communications director, therefore a government official.
Nice.
But yeah, I still get to be myself.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Lord.
So you work for a government official in DC. What's government official?
So it's Robert White. This is not a plug, y'all.
Okay.
But
Mr. Robert White.
Yeah, council member. He's a council member.
Okay,
he's amazing. So shout out to him.
We love the political aspect of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love my job.
Do you dive into politics?
For sure.
Oh, what do you think about Donald Trump and what he's doing with the with the presidential campaign that he's in?
So I think me being in DC right now is really hard.
You're so close to the White House.
I'm so close.
I'm skipping and jump away.
Yeah, the federal overreach is like absolutely insane. Like we as a district, we can govern ourselves. We don't need federal people coming in and trying to take over. Like they had the National Guards, a lot of violence is happening, and then you have ICE immigration coming in and kidnapping people and their families not knowing where they're going. This is a very difficult time for a lot of our residents. Mm-hmm. It's hard. Mm-hmm. Everybody's scared, but we sticking together.
Is ICE on the ground heavy in DC?
They are.
Did you see how they killed that woman?
Yes, I did.
Renee?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that? At 29 Sky Entertainment, they are introducing fresh talent and creativity to the world. They offer innovative services in marketing, artist development, management, and more. So make sure you follow 29 Sky Entertainment on all social media platforms. They also offer security and truck and Ubering services. That's right, they have all of the resources to help you with your music and deliver your heavy loads all around the world. Don't stress no more as an artist. Find a label that can get behind you and help you get the work done today.
It made me very sad. It was just like, it's very ridiculous because, first of all, you are wasting the National Guard's time. They're supposed to be doing something more valuable than just walking around regular neighborhoods with people and harassing people. Like, I don't understand that. And then to harass people based off of, just discriminating people based off of their nationalities and backgrounds, I think it's absolutely insane.
Right.
I'm very disappointed. And I feel like they need to do better.
Yeah.
And they need to be held accountable for just breaking the law, because that's what they're doing. And nobody's saying anything, but shout out to the Minnesota mayor who, I think that was the mayor or the governor, one of them, but he's asking for those agents to be arrested or making sure they're arrested.
It wasn't just him, it was the chief of Philadelphia, the Philadelphia firehouse. Was she the chief of fire or the chief of police? Mm-hmm. Somebody in Philadelphia that spoke up for ICE too.
Absolutely.
A black woman. Leave it to us.
Leave it to us, we're going to say something.
She spoke. She said what needed to be said.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Yeah. And I just... my heart goes out to the families that are affected by this, because it's not only just us, but it's like, everybody's on pins and needles and they're trying to figure out, hey, if I walk outside, am I going to get stopped because I look a certain way? Am I safe? If I try to push back, do I know my rights? Like, it's so many layers to this situation. So I'm just praying for everybody and I'm hoping that things get better.
Yeah.
That's why we have to push back. So that's what we've been doing in DC, and I'm really proud of the residents for really standing up, going to these rallies and speaking up against federal overreach, because like we said, we know what's best for our neighborhood. We grew up there, we're natives, and we know how to govern ourselves. Like, we don't need the president or anybody else to come in and tell us how to run our city. We know what we're doing. Of course, every city has its problems. Everybody got to work on something.
Yeah.
No place is perfect.
Atlanta be scamming.
Yeah. Hello?
We got too many download guys. Everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody thinks they're a celebrity. They charging us to park. we gotta pay to park
heavy on the parking.
Child, we gotta pay to go to the club, to the restaurants.
I ain't got it.
I don't have it. Before you even get into the establishment you're going to, you done spent $150 for parking and stuff. The hookahs is overpriced. Every city is going through something.
Everything.
I'm gonna pray for Atlanta because we're going through it, child.
Throw it away. Start over.
Let's start over.
Can we start over?
Can we please? Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Okay.
So what's one lie the music industry sells artists?
That you need a record label in order to make it. I think that's a big misconception, because there are so many ways and so many tools that you can utilize to be a successful independent artist, and depending on what you feel like is successful, that's what you go by. Like, some people may be okay with making $100,000 as an indie artist, because that's an accomplishment.
That is a major accomplishment.
That's a major accomplishment.
There are some artists that never even made $10 off that.
I'm telling you. Hello?
That's a good one.
You can make money off of yourself without having a big label behind you. You can crowdfund. You can utilize that 9-to-5 to invest in yourself. That's what I'm doing. And I also, before I even got here down to Atlanta, I told my fan base and my people that care about me, I said, I'm going to Atlanta. I got my digital album and I have vinyls for you guys. Limited edition. I want y'all to invest in me. If y'all believe in me, send me that cash.
I know that's right.
And they did.
I know.
Shout out to my fans and everybody that's in DC, because y'all You see where I'm sitting right now?
She done made it to Atlanta, y'all. Shout out to her
to the A.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. Talent or relationships? Which matters most to you?
Ooh, that's hard.
That's why I think the nitty gritty.
Yeah, that's the nitty gritty. I think the relationships are one of the most important things because you can have talent, but if you don't have people that believe in you and you don't have good relationships, it's hard to maneuver.
Yes.
So you don't always have to have like a super duper talent. And I think that talent is subjective because it's always going to be a fan base for you based off of what you do. You may not be one person's cup of tea, but you might be somebody else's Hennessy. Huh.
Oh, we like Henny.
And we like Henny over here.
What's the fastest way an artist loses leverage?
I think lack of authenticity.
Yes.
Because people can always feel when you're not being real with yourself. And when you're not being real with yourself, you're not being real with them. And they kind of like, yeah, your music sounds good, but I just don't feel you.
I like that. What boundary changed everything for you? What boundary that you set in place changed everything for you as an artist?
That's a great question. I would say learning how to say no.
Were you a yes person before that? Like,
I was
always trying to please people?
Back in the day, yes. If I'm being completely transparent, I would say that it will be hard for me to want to disappoint people, and that can be family, that can be friends, that can be jobs, anything. And now I'm learning that what matters the most is how I feel, and if it aligns with something that I'm doing, I will say yes, or I don't make promises. I don't overpromise and underdeliver, or I don't do the opposite. Like, I'm really firm about what I am going to do and what I'm not going to do. And if I don't want to do something, I'm upfront and I'm just like, hey, that doesn't work for me. Or, or maybe we can try this because I don't feel like that's something that aligns with what I'm trying to do.
Right.
So I've learned to just back up and say, hey, or allow me some time to think about that before I respond. I'm not quick to jump at something until I do my research.
That's that Howard intelligence right there. That's that college graduate intelligence. That's that college graduate when you can articulate what you want done around you. I like that. What's more important, owning your masters or owning your brand?
Owning your masters.
Really?
Yes.
You think owning your masters is more important than owning your brand?
I think so. You can always change your brand. That's just my opinion. Because I feel like, okay, so say if I go to the studio with somebody and they're like, yeah, I just want to invest in you and I'm going to pay for your session. They now own, like, whoever pays for that session, according to my business knowledge.
According to mine, I heard that too.
They will own your master. So it's just like, I have to, you get all of that unless somebody is really like gung-ho about supporting you and saying that, oh yeah, I'm giving you the money so you can make sure you pay for the session. That's different.
Right.
You got to know the difference. Somebody say, I want to pay for something for you. What they paying for, they're buying into. They investing in you like a stock and you don't even see it. So I would say making sure that you own your own master. So whenever you decide to do whatever you want to do with it, whether it's licensing or syncing, or you just want to have access to your music and be able to change it up, you own your own stuff. Because like if somebody else owns your brand, you can change your brand and be like, you know what, I'll add an A on the end and now it's a different brand.
Right.
Okay, that's different. But that masters, own your own stuff.
How far are you willing to go for success?
I'm willing to go as far as, and this may be a little spiritual, but as far as God will allow me without compromising myself.
Okay.
And that's important for me to keep my integrity and to not change myself because I want to get somewhere. So I know that if I'm not allowed in certain rooms because we don't mesh and we're not equally yoked, I'm not supposed to be there. But if I'm able to walk into a place and the energy is right and the opportunities are right, I can be like, okay, I feel comfortable here and I can maneuver how I need to maneuver. So, and I know that if this door closes, I can walk into another one, but I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I got to be like, oh, I got to become a different person to get there. No, I'm good.
So if somebody came around right now and said they would give you $100 million record deal, but all you have to do, it's kind of, talk a little bit about the devil. Sometimes you got to be a little evil, a little rough around the edges. Would you do it? Would you sign it?
Absolutely not. I don't even know what having $100 million feel like anyway, so I won't miss it.
I know that's right. well said. You can't
in
miss
the name
what
of
you,
Jesus,
you
I
can't
rebuke
miss
it.
what you never had.
What?
You better tell that to them artists that be selling their souls. I love that. Come on now, Whitney
Come on now, take
Sweetwine.
it to
Whitney
church.
said she's covered in the blood of Jesus.
Covered in the blood.
She never even had
Rebuke it.
rebuke. So in closing, when your name is mentioned long after the music is done playing, what do you want people to say you stood for?
I want people to know that I stood for being yourself, integrity, honesty, transparency, loving yourself, loving other people, making sure that you open up the doors for other people to feel inspired too, because your gift is not for you, it's for other people. It's not only for yourself, so you can't be selfish with it. And I believe in the spirit of collaboration. I believe that energy is transferable, and that when I put out something positive, other people are going to feel it. Mm-hmm. So I want to leave people feeling good, whether it's like you want to dance in the kitchen, you want to dance with your loved ones, or you want to cry, or you want to get whatever you got to get out. Music is a spiritual thing. So right. I want to leave something positive to where people like, yeah, I want to go back and feel that again.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you
so
very
if
much.
Your legacy could reach one person who feels unseen, what lesson from your journey do you hope saves them like time or pain?
That's a good one right there. I actually love this question. I would say jump. Like, don't wish for it, work for it. Like, seriously, anything that you want, you can literally have. You can sit there and sit on your hands and say, I want to be this, I want to be this, but what have you done? Right. Are you willing to take that jump? And sometimes the only thing standing between you and success is yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you don't take that jump, you're going to be sitting around talking about I shoulda, coulda, woulda. And right now I'm jumping. I'm like literally jumping off the plane, no parachute, no nothing. I'm hoping that before I get to the ground, that parachute fly out.
Amen.
So I'm with whatever God got for me, and I'm literally floating. I'm like, if anything was to happen, and I'm not saying that, I'm just saying I'm grateful for the fact that I'm able to like live my dreams. Right. I got on a plane and came down here with $1 in a dream, and I'm like, cool. Whatever happens, I'm with it.
That's not just music, that's legacy.
That's legacy right there.
Where can they follow you at?
So you can follow me, Whitney Sweetwine, on all platforms. So that's YouTube, Instagram,
Now, is that
Facebook.
your real name? Why
It is. You didn't ask me that.
So that is your government?
That is my government
Whitney
name.
Sweetwine.
Yes.
So you kept your government for
I
your
kept
artist.
it, girl.
She pulled the Beyonce. We love it.
Thank you so much.
So they follow you at Whitney Sweetwine?
At Whitney Sweetwine.
I love
everything.
I love it. Y'all, this is Whitney Sweetwine checking into Live with Carisha, my first sit-down conversation of the year, and I hope you felt inspired by the words coming out. She's an amazing singer, so follow her everywhere. Y'all know where to follow me at Carisha Diva. If you're watching this, make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and follow me on Instagram at Carisha Diva. As always, stay fabulous, stay blessed. Peace. Ooh, I like that one.